Well. Um, good morning. Welcome to another Tuesday morning with your leadership strategist here, Mary May. Where Tuesdays are winning Tuesdays, leadership nugget Tuesdays, and before making any decision, you have a cup of coffee or tea, so that we can lead and build our strategy and have the success in chatting about that. So Tuesdays is always transformation season, where we are evolving, understanding, and developing who we are from the inside out as a leader. But then, as we are developing and nurturing teams, that we are understanding the transformation always makes it decision time. We make it where we're no hidden figures. We're letting go of what is not serving us. So, if you, as a leader in the space that you sit today, are feeling stuck or feeling like you are not making the movement and sometimes feeling invisible, then this conversation may be for you on how you can build a winning team. Because I trust and believe that with some of the nuggets today and with some of the support that I provide, that you would be able to develop not only a winning team for those around you, but you are the leader that is activating that change to kind of make it happen. And so our conversation is guided today with the nugget of building a winning team and your capacity. And in us talking about building that winning team and our capacity, I have some quick tips for you, because it's very, very important that you have laser focus when you are with intention and looking towards what it's going to take for you to have that transformation in your leadership, the transformation for meeting the goals that you desire, and being able to have success in everything that you do. So when you look at you as a leader, you have to look at it from a different perspective of being the boss and I'm in charge and it's all about me. It's all about what it is that I feel and find is important, to shifting that to a we. But then in building it in a we, that transformation and that accountability causes for a different level of growth that's going to help elevate you overall, that's going to increase your capacity. It's going to increase your platform. It's going to increase your ability to not only meet the current thing that's in front of you, but create a strategy that's going to keep you in a position where you're not considered invisible, you're not going to be passed over, and you're going to have the quick tip things that's going to help you evolve and move into that space. So if you are new to my live or being introduced to this conversation for the first time, I am Mary May. I am your leadership strategist, and I help you move and pull the curtain from behind what it is that is blocking you from you feeling as if you are able to get the promotion, secure that contract, secure your ability to be the leader unapologetically and not being a hidden figure. So if you are seeking to next level your career from wherever you are today and wanting that transformation, there's some secret sauce. There is some GPS. The GPS is helping you navigate what your goals are, getting that clarity, and being able to perform with efficiency so that you can move forward in your career. And your career is going to also impact and build the bridges between you and everyone else around you. So today we're talking about building a winning team and your capacity. So if you find this conversation helpful, thank you for being here live. Engagement is always welcome. Your questions, your thoughts, your comments. If you are catching me on the replay, love and hug you as well. Let me know you're catching me on the replay. Send me some of your thoughts and takeaways, and I will share some love with you. But if something in this conversation lands in a way that you feel like, okay, you know what? I was listening to this, but I think I could actually share this with somebody else. Please do that as well. So your engagement, your questions, your thoughts are definitely welcome. So we're talking building teams. We're talking building, like what are the things that is going to take you to have that winning team and your capacity. Oftentimes as leaders, we take a lot of things and place them on our to-do list, on our expectations, on our space of I have to get it done, when you actually end up spreading yourself thin and not recognizing the strength that is around you. And so when you think about what strengths, what things are actually around you, you can begin to build your capacity of being more effective in the things that you are leading, causing you not to have a meeting about the meeting, not causing you to not losing sleep and staying up, millions of hours of nights because of your ability to kind of narrow in. And it's almost like you're niching down as a leader. You seeing the problem, you know what it is that you want to solve, and being able to kind of just dive in. So in doing that, niching in, making it simple, I have 7 C's on developing that winning team. 7 C's. 7 C words that's going to help you develop that winning team and your capacity so that you can be not only effective in your leadership, but have that productivity that you are looking for from a team perspective. Having the capacity to do all things, that you are not actually sitting in thoughts rehearsing the same thing over and over again and having a meeting about the meeting. It's like, let's get a resolution, let's take that charge, and let's move forward, like right away. So when you think about that, your productivity in practice is like a mindset with discipline. Your mindset with discipline is, we have these goals, we have these objectives, but we have to be able to be on the same page. We have to have the same intentions, and being willing to say, I'm not hiding. I'm not allowing anybody around me on my team to hide. And it gives you that opportunity to kind of reset the structure of what it is that you're disciplined in, what it is that you are focused on, making sure that the outcome is a winning team. The outcome is a winning project. It's a winning contract. It's success in the making. So if you are in that space of building that winning team, you got to pull the curtain back. You got to be able to say, you know what, I can't do this all on my own. And in the fact that I can't do this all on my own, how can I create an environment around me that is going to allow me to build that breathing room, meet those deadlines, and not be hiding in plain sight? So in order to do that, you have to look at your role as a leader. What has worked for you and what has not worked for you? And in looking at that, are you willing to kind of take a step back, look at that, what has worked, what hasn't worked, to be able to take a step in and understand your influence, your tone, your the way that you give instructions? Is it clear? What is your role in that change of being in and on the team? And in your script as a leader, are you struggling with the idea of being a boss versus a leader? Are you a leader versus a boss? Well, who are you in competition with? Because most of the times it's challenging for a leader who is accustomed to all hands on deck to actually be able to take a step back in order to take a step forward. So in order to take that step back, you have to be willing and open to know that there's something in your script that has a hole in it. There's something in your script, your delivery, your approach that's not really working for you to have a successful team that's going to win, that we're going to secure. So let's build some capacity and look at what is the first C in building your capacity as a team member. Coaching and or supervision and or professional development, however it is that you choose to invest in yourself and in your team. So yes, have those self-care days. Yes, have those team development activities. But really, what is that internalized work that you're actually doing? And in order to know that you are on the right page, growing in the right direction, it's going to take you having some level of coaching, supervision, group situation that will actually be able to help motivate you, keep you accountable to what you need to be accountable to, but also being able to pull back that mask and being able to give you that clarity to kind of see what others are not able to see, or see what you have been blocked by the fact of you just living and doing what you have always done. So coaching would be that first thing. And coaching can look a lot of different ways, but you can also reframe the word coaching as supervision, as your strategy mindset circle, your people that you bounce ideas off of, and making sure that you are learning from the inside out. So on the outside, you may be killing it. But if you are staying up late at night, if you are missing deadlines, if you are staying at work extra hours trying to get things done, trust me, there is a strategy that can help you to kind of move beyond that and be able to have the success that is necessary. But coaching would be the first thing. Then looking at your character. And not only your character, but the character of those individuals on your team. You may have a very, very unique yet strong secret sauce in regards to your character and the character, personality, dominance, maybe not so dominant characteristics within the members of whom are on your team. Sometimes they may seem strange, not unique, something that you don't necessarily buy into. However, that is the distraction to help you miss the gift of the individuals who are around you. The character compliments can sometimes be very, very opposite, but be very, very on point in regards to how it is that you are going to be able to manage building your capacity. Because as a leader, when you have all hands on deck and you need to be involved in every single step of the way, you end up missing so many things, so many little details, that one little characteristic that somebody else is able to zone in on. Are you approachable and able to receive the feedback that they have for you? The next C, communication. Communication comes in so many different ways. Communication comes, of course, we know verbal, nonverbal, email, text, gifts. It's so many different ways in which we experience communication. But when you understand, and this is not necessarily one of the C's, but when you understand the cultural dynamics of your team, that you have created a space that coaching, you're approachable, the character is embraced, all of those different things, building that winning team is going to take that people feel comfortable, and maybe not comfortable, but that you are able to be approachable. You are able to secure what that same page is, even if it's different than the same page that you thought you walked into this meeting with. So yes, you have your agenda, but you leave that open space, that opportunity for those who are working with you to actually communicate and share their thought process, their ideas, the things that come across to them as a possibility. How are you receiving that communication? How are you open to your strategy being poured into by other individuals' influence? Because their characters may be a 2mm script different than what it is that you anticipate. However, communication, written, verbal, nonverbal, text message, gift, however that comes, needs to be crystal clear. Because then that way it eliminates all frustration. It eliminates all things that, can cause us to be stuck and not moving. But then the communication that creates the space of, okay, I'm not understanding this. I thought I walked away with an understanding at the round table. However, I am experiencing that I need to kind of peel back this a little bit more. Being open to that builds that winning team, but then also builds your capacity. Because once that person knows that what is clearly expected of them, then it changes the narrative in regards to what it is that they may need help with, because now they can move independently. The next C, contagious energy. Contagious energy. Are you excited? Are you always looking forward to that light bulb moment? Are you contagious in your energy with excitement? And excitement doesn't necessarily have to be that you're getting up and doing a cartwheel or a yay for every little thing, but is your energy contagious? Do people want to be around you as a leader? Most of the times, if you are functioning as a leader who coaches and generates enthusiasm, and you're functioning from the process of saying, we versus I did something, and you're developing individuals, you have that secret sauce of that contagious energy. The thing is, can you maintain it through the thickness of us doing something? So that, again, we could be that winning team and we could do whatever it's going to take to help us say, let's go, we got this. And then ensuring that the commitment that individuals have, to ensure that they are in their lane of genius. They are able to work independently, but not in a silo, that they're coming back to contribute to the overall team. So if they need to kind of take a step to the side in order to develop what they're developing, that you are going to receive that contribution and you're going to have their commitment, but then you're also going to build the capacity in this with the commitment that you all don't have to stay a million hours after the meeting or after the scheduled day, that you can get whatever is necessary, needed, and done for the project successfully well, because of the commitment is clear. You have that contagious energy, and your character that you have built around how we as a team function allows for that breathing room, that I know that what it is that I'm doing is the perfect puzzle piece to getting the job done. And you as the leader don't have to stress out and wonder if team member A is going to do it, or if team member C is really going to be able to make their thing. Their commitment is clear because you have zoned in to their lane of genius, their footprint, and their ability to do what it is that they do well, and ensure that that's the part that they're responsible for. Yes, you may coach them, you may supervise them, and give them other little nuggets so that they can build in their capacity, because building their capacity builds your capacity. So as the leader, if you are niching down your focus as far as what your role is on the team, remember, taking a step back to be able to take a step in. Taking that step back gives you that opportunity to kind of view what are the things around you, who has the skill set to do this particular job, and not feeling like you need to micromanage, oversee, that you trust and know that they're going to get it done because their commitment has been communicated through the fact of the evidence that you have given them that space to have that contagious energy that's going to make it work. And then the last two C's is making sure that you care enough about your growth, but that you're not so solo focused. You care enough about the growth of individuals around you, and that you demonstrate this for leadership, for management, for executive management, for entrepreneurs, whomever, that you are on the same page, same outcome, same intentionality, and that you are showing that you care. It's important to you. You're not brushing them off. You're not dismissing anything new that they bring to the conversation. And you're ensuring that, okay, we're going to consistently do this. I'm not going to back out of how it is that I support you. I want to see this thing through. So that caring and consistency helps you to kind of, again, you as the leader have to step back in order to allow other people to step in and step up. Trust and believe that if you have the right secret sauce, the right team around you, the right perspective, you're not feeling intimidated by someone else bringing a better idea to the conversation. You are more than likely going to have the success of building that winning team that's going to have you hitting that mark of success every single time. And with that hitting that mark every single time, you will level up to the next place that you intend to be in your career. If that comes with a promotion, if that comes with a pay increase, if that comes with a title, if that comes with moving from this location to the next location, you are leveling up with intention because you have done the inside work that gets in the way. You have done the inside work that distracts you from the purpose. You have engaged in that daily divorce of self, where those internal thoughts, those internal things that keep you locked and loaded, end up helping you to move forward and end up helping you to not be a boss that's going around demanding that people do this and that they understand that you are the boss and you have what it takes. You can write them up. If you are doing that, you are changing the dynamic of a winning team. You are making it a more authoritative that you have to be in charge. You have to, what you say goes, and you're not accepting anything from the alternative side. If you are using intimidation or casual passive aggressive antics, then you are dismissing the real thing that's going to help people say, let me be on this team. Let me be, successful and do what it is that I want, because you are missing the point of allowing people to stand in their authority and to stand in their space. And there's no intimidation factor. It's only a piece of the puzzle making it work. So how are you setting those clear intentions? Are your intentions that you are setting and that you are putting in place, does it match every task? And are you looking at the individual gifts that people have and offer to you? Or are you that person that you're losing time because you guys are having a meeting about the meeting, or with the new ideas, you feel like the new ideas are bringing you into a place where the projections and you're collaborating too long on one particular idea, having a meeting about the meeting? If that is you, it's possibly that you as the leader feel like you are losing control. You feel like the weight is on your shoulders because maybe your executives have made you feel that way, made you understand that the outcome of this project is that. However, in being an effective leader and building that winning team, it takes that inside work to know that yes, you have the capacity, but you have a better winning capacity when you have those people around you who have that specialized skill set that's going to help you move that needle. So what I mean by that is, if your cabinet, if your team is like when two or more are gathered, that you have a 4-piece team or you have a 10-piece team, that each member of that team helps your capacity manifest, that you can solely focus on the part that you are responsible for in the end package, and that all of your contributing factors, all of your contributing individuals are going to make sure that not only do you look good, but we look good. And if we look good, that success meter, that results, those things that we are going to deliver is only going to come out, with the success that we need. So we got to break that code. We got to break that idea of we're breaking the ceiling, or there's a glass ceiling that we need to, kind of look through, and being able to stand in your authority and knowing that your capacity is only as strong as you allow it to grow. And so if you are not in that transformation mindset and being able to kind of break that code and understanding like what is it going to take for you to level up, for you to get that leadership role, for you to understand that inside dialogue is you going into survivor mode, you going into challenging yourself or saying that these external factors is really driving your leadership, when you have the inside work and the external work and credentials that show that you are capable of doing what it is that you need to do. So are your intentions clear? Or do you show the commitment in regards to what that transformation for you and your team is necessary? If we go back and we review like what these 7 C's are and building that winning team, we started with coaching. We started with coaching and or supervision, whatever words you want to use, group mindset, mastery, like somebody that you could bounce ideas off with. The key thing to be important that when you are identifying what that coaching space looks like is that you are dealing with somebody who has done the work that you are doing, that they are at your ambition level and higher, and they only want to see you do well. And that you know this by the fact of their character and their communication and how it is that they shape and mold the spaces for you to be vulnerable enough to learn what it is that you don't know about yourself that's blinding you in order to moving forward. And that they're able to pour into you a strategy that's going to actually be effective and helping you move forward. So if it's somebody who is below that perspective, then they will want to keep you where you are, and you will not have that winning team. You will not have that leveling up experience or the thing that's going to help you to get that promotion, that next pay increase, because if they're not at your ambition level and higher, and they see that that's where you're trying to go is higher, it's leaving them behind, and they need to sabotage that. So you got to change your circle. So looking at what those things are, you have to be mindful of how you build the energy and the people and the spaces around you, such that you are building a winning team that's building your capacity with the allowing and accepting and embracing that your team members around you are not in competition with you. You, as an effective leader, know that you're going to coach them, you're going to generate that enthusiasm, you're going to say you're going to receive the things that they want to bring to the conversation, and you're going to have that strength and unity that's going to help you as a team, everybody, because you step back to be able to step in to understand what is it that you need in order to level up. Remember, strategy and balance is the key to your success. Strategy and balance is the key to you having the transformation that you are desiring to have. So when you reframe your perspective of how you look at what the challenges are, when you look at who is around you, you become very caring, you become very committed, you become very consistent with intention to ensure that your team is always winning. So the real question here is, are you stuck, or are you avoiding doing the real work towards satisfaction and your success? Are you stuck, or are you avoiding? Have you heard that probably those 7 C's could possibly work in building your winning team? Or are you feeling like you need to function with the struggle of it's all on your shoulders, it's all up to you, you don't have any help and you don't need any help? The real question is, what are you willing to separate from? What are you willing to elevate and step back to kind of make that observation and recognize that the footprint, the team members, the things that are around you are there for a purpose. They weren't just set there to be put on a shelf. They were set there to help you get to that next level from a we perspective, building your capacity, understanding your breathing room, and understanding if you're choosing to be stuck, or if you're choosing to kind of figure out, okay, this is the wall that I continue to hit every single time that I put a strategy in place and I'm not sure what it is. Well, accepting the space from coaching, supervision, strategy, leadership strategist, whomever, will help you be able to pull back that curtain so that you can see how you are positioning yourself and if you are doing it in the right way. So, you got to look at what's the real question that you're battling with every project that you go to. What is the real thing that is keeping you stuck? And so when you think about that and you think about how it is that you intend to move forward, I will wrap it up with a quote that I came across. The quote I came across is, "You cannot leave dirty dishes in the sink and expect someone else to clean it up." So you cannot leave dirty dishes in the sink and expect someone else to clean it up. If you are not really able to take that opportunity to stand in and take an observation of looking back at what it is that you have done, are you enjoying losing time? Are you enjoying staying up late? Are you enjoying being stuck? Are you enjoying doing the extra hours at work and still feeling like you're spinning and not getting what it is that you need? If you are enjoying it, then you are not stuck. You are comfortable with where you are in your leadership and you're avoiding to doing that real work. However, if you choose to do the real work, dig inside to understand, when you step back and take that perspective of who you are as a leader, you know that it's an inside job out. And it's an inside job out that doesn't necessarily have to be a forever plan, a forever journey, something that you just feel like you're stuck in, like for life, for always. But it's the journey that you realize, okay, in order to get something that I never had, I got to do something that I never did. And in order to do that, I have to actually activate what is going to take me to make that change. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to seem unrealistic. It's going to seem like the world is coming in. But if you get stuck and locked and loaded on where the world you feel is coming in, it's because you are having challenges with letting go of saying, I'm the boss, I'm the this, I do everything well. Everything is going to shift around you, and it's going to look very, very different. And if you really want to level up your career and go to that next thing, you have to break up with those excuses and procrastination, because they are only protecting you and delaying your progress and your growth of having not only you as an effective leader, but a winning team that helps you build the capacity of you doing what it's going to take for you to have the success that you desire. So that is my nugget for you this morning. I always try to get it out in 30 minutes or less. It usually gets us to the 30-minute mark. And I'm just hoping that, you found some relief, some ideas, some support in regards to how you can build an effective winning team. And so when you think about what are those 7 C's to building a winning team, you might have to go back, if you're joining this video, towards the end, go back to the beginning on how I break down what the different things are. But it's coaching, it's character, communication, contagious energy, commitment, caring, and consistency. So those are the secret sauces. But of course, you got to stir the pot, put some extra seasoning, do it differently for each individual person, because there's no 2 leaders alike. There's no 2 team members alike. Everybody has their unique footprint, and it's up to you as the leader in the we dialogue, in the generating enthusiasm, the wanting to be around you and contributing to the team. You have to create how you're going to develop the individuals around you, as well as developing yourself. And if you are unable to develop yourself, then how can you lead someone forward? So I look forward to having the opportunity to talk to you all next Tuesday. Being able to talk to you about this real question: are you stuck or avoiding doing the real work? There are some available times of a strategy session on my calendar for this week, because I want to help you be able to get that mind shift your strategy, and be able to execute unapologetically. So realizing that we outgrow different roles that we are in and have been in for some particular time. And the only way to ensure that we're going to be successful is that we choose to show up. We can't do anything if we're not showing up. So thank you for another Tuesday Leadership Nuggets, cup of coffee or tea with your leadership strategist, Mary May. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side, as well as seeing you next week for another nugget that's going to help you grow. Until then, my friends, stay leading forward and have a wonderful and successful day and week. Take care.